There exists a book so ancient, so mysterious, that it was cast out of the Bible, hidden from the public for centuries. A book that speaks of fallen angels, secret knowledge, and a cosmic war that predates all of human history. This is the Book of Enoch. But why was it banned? And more importantly, what knowledge does it hold that made it so dangerous? The Book of Enoch is one of the most controversial ancient texts ever discovered. Though attributed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, the book itself was lost for thousands of years, banned from the Bible and dismissed by religious leaders as heretical. Yet, hidden copies survived. Fragments were found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, buried in caves near Qumran, preserved by a mysterious sect known as the Essenes. In Ethiopia, an entire version of the book was kept sacred in an ancient Christian tradition long after it was erased from the Western world. But why was this book considered so dangerous? Was it merely myth and legend, or did it contain secrets that humanity was never meant to know? The truth is, Enoch's story does not read like the rest of the Bible. It speaks of a time when angels descended from heaven, intermingled with human women, and gave birth to a race of giants known as the Nephilim, beings of immense power and knowledge. These watchers, as they were called, taught humanity forbidden wisdom: metallurgy, alchemy, astrology, and even how to summon spirits. And according to the text, this knowledge was so dangerous that it led to the near destruction of the world. So, was Enoch simply a scribe of mythology, or was he truly a witness to something far greater than we can comprehend? Today, we dive into the lost knowledge of Enoch, piecing together the fragments of a story that may hold the key to our past and our future. Before we can understand why the Book of Enoch was banned, we must first understand the man behind it. Who was Enoch? And why does his story differ so greatly from other figures in the Bible? Enoch is one of the most enigmatic figures in ancient religious texts. Unlike Adam, Noah, or Abraham, his story is brief, yet profoundly mysterious. The Bible only gives us a few sentences about him, yet these words hint at something extraordinary. According to the book of Genesis, Enoch was the seventh patriarch from Adam, living before the great flood. But while every other patriarch lived, bore children, and then died, Enoch's fate was different. Genesis 5:24 states, "And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him." He was not, for God took him. What does that mean? Unlike other biblical figures who lived and died, the text suggests that Enoch never truly died. Instead, he was taken by God, disappearing from the earth, never to be seen again. But taken where and why? This mystery is what the Book of Enoch attempts to explain. According to the Book of Enoch, his life was far more extraordinary than the Bible suggests. It describes his journey beyond the earthly realm, where he was granted divine knowledge that no human was meant to possess. Enoch writes that he was approached by angels who revealed to him the hidden workings of the universe. They showed him the mechanisms of time, the movement of the stars, and the laws that govern existence itself. They led him through vast celestial halls, revealing secrets that had been concealed since the foundation of the world. But why? Why was Enoch chosen? The book suggests that Enoch was a kind of divine scribe, one of the few mortals worthy enough to receive direct knowledge from the higher realms. He was entrusted with secrets that even the angels themselves feared to speak of, and these secrets would later become a danger to mankind. Because what Enoch discovered was not just knowledge of creation, but knowledge of the fallen ones, the beings who would alter human history forever. In the days before the Great Flood, something unnatural happened. Beings not of this world descended from the heavens, and what they did changed the course of human history forever. The Book of Enoch speaks of a group of angels known as the Watchers, divine beings who were assigned to observe and protect humanity. But instead of fulfilling their duty, they did something that was strictly forbidden. They fell in love with human women. It started as a fascination, but soon this fascination turned into desire, and then it turned into rebellion. 200 of these celestial beings made a pact, swearing an oath that they would all descend to earth and take human wives. Their leader was a powerful angel named Shemihaza, and under his command they crossed the boundary between heaven and earth. The result of this unnatural union was the birth of a new race of giants, hybrid beings known as the Nephilim. These were creatures of immense strength, unnatural size, and vast intelligence. They roamed the earth, consuming all that was in their path. They were kings, warriors, and tyrants, but most of all, they were monsters. The Nephilim were unlike anything the world had seen. According to the Book of Enoch, they were not only giants in stature, but also corrupt beings who brought devastation upon the earth. They taught humanity forbidden knowledge, introducing metalwork, sorcery, and the secrets of war. They influenced kings, twisted human nature, and led mankind into a period of unprecedented chaos and violence. But the corruption did not stop there. The Watchers, having abandoned their place in heaven, began to spread even more dangerous knowledge. One angel, Azazel, is said to have taught humans the art of weapon-making, the crafting of mirrors and adornments, and the secrets of the stars. He revealed magic, astrology, and arcane rituals that would later shape civilizations. Humanity had been given knowledge that was never meant for them, and the consequences would be catastrophic. The corruption of the Watchers and their offspring was so severe that it drew the attention of the divine. According to the Book of Enoch, God saw what had happened, how his creation had been tainted beyond repair. And so a decision was made. A great cleansing would be unleashed upon the earth. Enoch writes that God sent the archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to intervene. Their mission: to rid the earth of the Nephilim, to imprison the rebellious Watchers, and to cleanse the world through a single cataclysmic event, the Great Flood. Michael, the warrior archangel, was ordered to lead a heavenly battle against the Nephilim, wiping them out with divine force. Raphael was sent to bind Azazel, imprisoning him deep within the earth as punishment for corrupting humanity. And Gabriel was tasked with spreading chaos among the remaining Nephilim, turning them against each other before their final destruction. The heavens raged, the waters rose, and the earth was reset. The Nephilim, once kings among men, were wiped from existence. The Watchers, stripped of their celestial power, were cast into a prison of darkness, a realm known as the Abyss, where they would remain until the end of time. And humanity. Humanity was given a second chance. The world was restored. A new age began, but the knowledge of what had happened did not disappear entirely, because Enoch had recorded everything. The Book of Enoch is one of the most mysterious and controversial texts ever written. But why was it removed from the Bible? And what secrets did it contain that religious leaders found too dangerous to share? The decision to remove the Book of Enoch from the canon of the Bible is shrouded in mystery. In the early days of Christianity, there was no single, unified Bible. Various texts and teachings circulated among early Jewish and Christian communities, and decisions about which books were considered sacred took centuries to finalize. In the first few centuries AD, early church leaders gathered at several councils to establish the official canon of the Bible. Among the texts debated was the Book of Enoch. Some church leaders considered it a sacred and prophetic text, while others viewed it as too radical and filled with dangerous ideas. One of the main reasons for its exclusion was its vivid descriptions of angels, the Nephilim, and the Watchers. The book suggested that these celestial beings played a far more direct role in human history than traditional religious teachings acknowledged. Many church authorities were also uncomfortable with Enoch's apocalyptic visions, which closely resembled later passages from the Book of Revelation. Was the Book of Enoch too similar to Revelation? Or did it reveal even more than Revelation ever intended? According to some scholars, the Book of Enoch's stories of fallen angels and forbidden knowledge may have been seen as a threat to established religious doctrines. By acknowledging the teachings in Enoch, religious leaders would have been forced to confront uncomfortable questions. Did humanity's ancestors really encounter celestial beings? Was forbidden knowledge given to humanity intentionally? And could the corruption of the Watchers still echo in our world today? The Book of Enoch also implied that these fallen beings were still imprisoned, waiting for a future time when they might rise again. Such apocalyptic themes may have been deemed too dangerous or too provocative for the common believer. Despite its removal from the official biblical canon, the Book of Enoch was never truly lost. Fragments of the book were discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls, hidden away by a mysterious Jewish sect known as the Essenes. This group, who lived in the caves of Qumran, seemed to have regarded the Book of Enoch as sacred scripture. Meanwhile, in Ethiopia, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church preserved a complete version of the Book of Enoch for centuries. Interestingly, stories similar to those in the Book of Enoch can be found in ancient cultures across the world. The tale of heavenly beings descending to earth and sharing forbidden knowledge is not unique to the Bible. Could it be that these stories point to a shared, ancient memory? A memory of a time when the heavens and the earth were not so far apart. Enoch's disappearance from Earth marked the beginning of a journey unlike any other, a voyage through realms beyond mortal comprehension. Guided by celestial beings, Enoch ascended into the heavens, where the mysteries of creation were laid bare before him. The Book of Enoch describes his ascent through multiple layers of heaven. In each realm, Enoch encountered breathtaking wonders, vast celestial landscapes, glowing star fields, and radiant beings whose power and wisdom surpassed anything seen on earth. These realms were governed by divine laws that held the universe together in perfect balance. At the highest level, Enoch reached the throne of the Creator, where an unimaginable brilliance filled all of existence. There, he was shown the workings of the cosmos, the movement of stars and planets, the cycle of the sun and moon, and the hidden forces that shaped reality itself. Enoch recorded knowledge that seemed far beyond the understanding of his time. He described celestial patterns and cosmic order that some have interpreted as early references to gravitational forces, the curvature of space, or even concepts resembling multiple dimensions. Whether symbolic or literal, his writings conveyed a deep understanding of the vastness and complexity of the universe. Enoch was also shown the hidden laws of life and time. He observed the rise and fall of civilizations and the cycles of human history, each event woven into the great tapestry of creation. One of the most significant events in Enoch's celestial journey was witnessing the trial of the Watchers. These fallen angels, once revered and glorious, were bound in chains within a dark realm, awaiting their final judgment. Their rebellion had corrupted humanity, spreading chaos and forbidden knowledge across the earth. The Creator's decree was clear. The Watchers would be imprisoned until the day of reckoning, when their influence would be purged from the world. Yet Enoch was warned that their power, though suppressed, would one day resurface. After being shown the hidden structure of reality and the fate of the Watchers, Enoch was sent back to Earth. His mission was to document all he had seen and heard, a record of cosmic truths and divine warnings for future generations. But this knowledge was dangerous, and it would be challenged and suppressed by those who feared its implications. Enoch's celestial journey was not only a revelation of cosmic order, it was also a glimpse into humanity's future. His prophecies foretold a time of great upheaval, when the forces of darkness would rise and the world would face its ultimate trial. Enoch described a world plunged into chaos. The natural order would be disrupted. Earthquakes, floods, and storms would rage across the land. Fire would rain from the heavens, and the very elements would turn against humanity. These events were not random. They were signs of the impending judgment. Enoch's visions revealed that the fallen watchers would not remain imprisoned forever. A time would come when they would be released from their chains, and their influence would once again corrupt the earth. The resurgence of their dark knowledge would bring about widespread moral decay, violence, and spiritual corruption. This apocalyptic age would be marked by the rise of false leaders and the spread of deception. The boundaries between good and evil would blur, and humanity would be tested as never before. Central to Enoch's prophecy was the final judgment, a cosmic event that would determine the fate of the world. The righteous would be separated from the wicked, and the forces of darkness would be cast into eternal imprisonment. Celestial armies would descend from the heavens, bringing divine justice to a world consumed by chaos. Unlike many apocalyptic texts, Enoch's vision of judgment was detailed and explicit. He described not only the punishment of the fallen, but also the restoration of the earth. A new age of peace and harmony, where creation would be renewed and humanity would dwell in the presence of divine light. Enoch's prophecies have endured for millennia, preserved by hidden communities and secret traditions. Though excluded from many religious canons, his warnings continue to resonate with those who seek to understand the ancient struggles between light and darkness. The legacy of Enoch's visions is one of both fear and hope. Fear of the trials that lie ahead, and hope that humanity can overcome the corruption of the past and embrace a brighter, divinely guided future. Though the Book of Enoch was excluded from the biblical canon, its teachings never vanished. They were safeguarded by hidden groups, whispered through generations, and preserved by those who sought to unlock its secrets. Throughout history, secret societies and mystical orders have been linked to the forbidden knowledge of Enoch. Groups such as the Freemasons, the Rosicrucians, and other esoteric circles are believed to have safeguarded hidden truths passed down from ancient times. Some claim these groups preserved knowledge of the Watchers, their rebellion, their influence on humanity, and the forbidden wisdom they once shared. Legends suggest that these groups did more than just preserve Enoch's teachings. They studied them, unlocking hidden truths about the origins of humanity, celestial order, and even divine judgment. Enoch's visions of the universe's hidden structure and the fate of the Watchers inspired many to seek enlightenment beyond traditional religious doctrine. In some cases, it's believed that secret societies kept these teachings hidden to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. The knowledge contained within Enoch's writings was seen as powerful, perhaps even dangerous, in the hands of those who sought domination rather than understanding. Yet, the legacy of Enoch was not only preserved, but also suppressed by those in power. As religious and political authorities solidified control over spiritual teachings, anything that challenged their doctrines became a threat. Enoch's accounts of divine rebellion and human corruption were too provocative, suggesting that humanity's past was far more complex than accepted teachings allowed. Some believe that efforts to erase the Book of Enoch were deliberate, an attempt to keep humanity from asking questions about its true origins and destiny. The idea of divine beings interfering with human history and sharing forbidden knowledge presented a narrative that religious leaders could not fully control. Despite centuries of suppression, the Book of Enoch survived. In Ethiopia, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church continued to revere it as sacred scripture. Fragments of the book, hidden among the Dead Sea Scrolls, re-emerged to inspire new generations of scholars and seekers. Today, its teachings are studied not just for their historical value, but for the timeless wisdom they contain. The true legacy of Enoch may not lie in the mysteries of fallen angels or cosmic visions. It lies in humanity's unyielding search for truth, a search that transcends time, culture, and even the boundaries of life and death. Enoch's story continues to remind us of our shared journey, to seek enlightenment, face our shadows, and choose a future shaped by wisdom, courage, and hope. Enoch's journey is far from over. His story lives on, in the hearts of those who dare to look beyond the veil and ask the timeless question, what lies beyond the stars? The Book of Enoch is more than an ancient text. It is a testament to humanity's endless search for truth and understanding. Through tales of celestial journeys, divine rebellion, and hidden wisdom, Enoch's story offers a glimpse into a world where heaven and earth once intertwined. Though centuries have passed, his message of vigilance, knowledge, and hope continues to resonate. Enoch's legacy endures in the preservation of his teachings and the questions they inspire. His visions of creation, judgment, and the ultimate fate of the Watchers remain as relevant today as they were in ancient times. Whether viewed as symbolic or literal, Enoch's story challenges us to seek deeper truths about our origins, our destiny, and the unseen forces that shape our world. Enoch's journey may have started thousands of years ago, but it is far from over. His story calls to all who are willing to step beyond the known and explore the mysteries of the universe, mysteries that may hold the key to humanity's future. If you found this exploration of the Book of Enoch fascinating, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Share it with others who are curious about the mysteries of ancient texts and forbidden knowledge. And most importantly, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated on our future deep dives into history's most enigmatic stories. Together, let's continue exploring the hidden truths of our world and beyond.